So just before the video does start, just a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. I do daily trading guides including loads of price sheets for special card trading, silver trading and so on and so on. And you get them daily over there for £5 a month or free with Amazon Prime. Yo, what's up guys and welcome to a brand new video. So in today's video we are going to be going through an alternative icon trading method. Now recently I was just talking about what I thought was a good icon trading method, and then I had another guy who pitched in who was a top 100 trader, so obviously he knows his stuff. He's got about 40 million coins, which is about 10 mil more than me, and he said, well, I'm doing this other icon method. So what I decided to do is over the last 2 days I basically decided to give it a go, and well, you can see why he's on 40 million coins. And, you know, it's a 100 trader. So the guy who I did get this method off is called Fut Donkey. He's a Twitter trader. As like a lot of the top guys, and of course, well, and have recently started streaming. I always believe that if you're a top trader on FIFA, there's always going to be people that are interested. So he started streaming over on Fut Donkey as well. So do make sure to show him some love, because I generally wouldn't know about this method if it wasn't for him saying. So with this method, how many coins do you need? Just so you guys know, you know, if you need to click off the video or not. But you basically do need about 2 million coins. It's another top trading method, you know, for like, you know, your top end people. So I do apologize if it doesn't affect you, but obviously you can watch it, you can start learning for when you do be hitting that 2 million coins. So in this method, the whole basis of it is that you're going to head over to Futbin, you're going to go over to players, and you are going to go over here to icons. You're going to go onto the all icons, and now you are seeing every icon. You're now going to double click PlayStation or double click Xbox, and what this is going to do is this is now going to sort icons from the highest to, or sorry, from the lowest to the highest. Just saying, we've got the extinct icons, and then we've got the icons for 100k, and this will go all the way up to the 15 million coin icons. Now with this method, what you're doing is you're basically, one, going to learn the icon prices, and two, you're going to learn if there's a deal or not. So for example, when you're learning these prices, there's a few different ways of doing it. First way of doing it is literally just clicking on the player and looking at the Futbin graphs. Now, you may look at these Futbin graphs and be very confused. There's some very easy ways of learning it. So let's go look at Tuesday and yesterday, because there isn't much data for today. Now what you're looking for is you're looking at the consistent peaks on this guy's player. So for example, if I take off Xbox, it might be a little easier to see. We can see he sits up here at 300. We can see he goes back down there to about 220, 222. Then back up there to 127, then back up there to 126. So we can kind of gauge that his price is probably sitting on about 127 to 130k, which as a result would actually make this 118k quite good. We'll also look at him yesterday. Yesterday we're seeing another peak of 127, seeing another peak there at 129, another 127 and 128. From this we can basically gather that the icon's price is going to be 128 and or 127k. Now as a result, we can see that this one's 118. So if you can sell it for 127 and this is 118, you're actually not going to profit unless you can probably get 115 or below. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and see if there are any Nakatas. And survey says, are there any Nakatas? No, there aren't. And do you know the reason why there aren't any Nakatas? Is because this was updated 51 minutes ago. You're mainly looking for these if they're updated about 10 minutes ago. Because obviously if it was updated 51 minutes ago, if there's people actively on this method, well then these cards are going to get bought, so there's no space for you to go and buy the players. So let's head underway the next player and see if there are any good deals. So again, but what you're now going to do is you're now learning how much Nakata goes for. You now know that Nakata goes for 127k because you hopefully remember that from last time. So instead of checking the graphs, you can literally, literally the point where I'm at is I can just scroll through them and go deal, no deal. I know that Larson is basically normally worth about 145k. So when was this updated? It was updated about 38 minutes ago, so it's going to have quite a low chance of there being a good deal. And now if I go and search on Larson, make sure I get the right one. Again, if we get him for 130, we can sell that for 145. And no, but the guy who would have gone for 130 would have made himself a nice little 8k profit, therefore making it a good deal. So again, what you're going to do is you're just going to scroll through and I guess the first off, you're going to learn their prices. You're going to learn their prices by looking at the graphs. Okay, we can do the same with Henrik Larsson. We can go hourly, looking at Thursday. We see 150, we see 149, we see 145, we see 145. Pretty safe to say he's at least 145. We look at him yesterday. We're going 143. He actually had quite a low day yesterday, but I'd still back you being a send for 145. I mean, I actually know that he sells for 145, so One thing I do actually to learn their prices is I keep data of every single card I sell. Now, of course, you're not going to be sitting on this at the beginning, but you can actually do something like this. So, for example, in my database, if I go and type Larson in, there we go. Yesterday's data says I sold 3 for 145, so I can use this. Again, this is my sub perk you see me advertise at the beginning of every video. The main sub perk at the moment is icons, because I'm sitting on icons and therefore gathering loads of data, as you guys can see. Which hopefully would help you guys out, obviously, if you choose to sub or not. But you can actually gather this data without buying the players. How do you do that? You can go and add them to your transfer target. So if I go and add the Larson right here for 144k, and then Larson goes and sells on, so let's head over to my transfer targets right now. Let's say he sold on, for example, he'd now be here. Let's say a little bit like the Inzaghi. So now that I haven't personally sold the Inzaghi, but I see that he sold for 102k. Bids are not really as good for gathering data, because normally cards are lowballed on bids, aka they're got for cheap. But this is a way how you can gather data. So again, we added the Larson. If this Larson now was to sell on, I could write down 144k because someone's bought the Larson, and therefore now I know that he's selling for 144k. So to learn the players, once again, you're going to go over to Futbin, you can look at the graphs, and you're going to look at the consistent peaks. And on top of that, you're going to add them to your transfer target and see if they sell on. If not, you're going to write down all the cards that sell on. That's personally what I do to learn prices. I learn by like repetition, so it's what I find quite easy. So what you're going to do is, again, you're going to scroll through these one by one by one. Now, I trade with players who are worth, you know, the bottom tier players. So, you know, your Littmans, your Inzaghis. I'll trade up to players up to about 1 million coins. The reason for this, it's cards that are normally 1 million coins. Well, I personally find them a little bit harder to get deals on because I think they're normally a lot more, I guess, being looked at, a lot more sniped. So, as a result, these cards can go under the radar. You know, fluctuations can go under the radar a little bit more. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go through page to page to page and see if there's any good deals. Again, if you're not quite sure when you're first learning out, just look at their graphs, add them to your transfer targets. It is going to be quite daunting, I'll be honest with you, because you're going to have to learn like 150, well, probably about 100 to 150 icons. So that is daunting, but what you could just do when you're just learning is go, alright, what I'll do is I'll learn this page here. You know, I'll literally just learn these guys right here, because I'll be honest with you, I get loads and loads of flips on some of the cheapest. I mean, I can head over to my data right now, and I'll just show you just off some of the, you know, some of these cheap guys. Get loads of. We can look at Vieri right now. There you go. There's a 150k flip on Vieri. We can look at Overmars. There's another 140k flip on Overmars. 140 on just normal Costa. Like, first page on Futbin, I'll be completely honest with you. This page, I get so many flips. I get loads on Vieri, loads on Overmars. Used to get a bit on Okocha, not so much now. Got loads of Makalele. Sold about 6 loud drops yesterday. So probably about 2 Costas. It was actually that loud drop. Sold, again, a Larson. Normally sell a few Inzaghis. Trezeguet's normally sell off. So actually just learning this page is not bad. And then once you've learned all these prices, you'll then head over to page 2. And you'll start learning these guys' prices. And of course, the more players you know, the more deals you can get. But obviously, it's quite intimidating, me just telling you, yeah, just learn 100 players. So, yeah. And also, another way you'll actually be learning the players is because you'll be familiarizing yourself with them. Because when you're looking at them, let's say, again, you're kind of going through this cycle every 15, 30 minutes. You'll probably have a little look at these players. So what you could do is you could, look at these players, then do a little bit of sniping. Look at these players, do a little bit of sniping. And the reason you have to kind of give it a little bit of time is because these players, Futbin only updates players' prices, once every 30, once every hour, basically. So there's no point looking at these players and then 5 minutes later looking at them again, because it's very low chance that Futbin would have updated their price. And as a result, you know if there's a deal. So go check these players, do something for 30 minutes. Go check these players, do something for 30 minutes is the cycle I follow. The quite nice thing with this as well, don't know if you guys do snipe, but you'll be aware of a market suspension. Market suspension is where you spam the market load sniping, and then you're suspended 24 hours from when you first started searching. Well, of course, you're not spamming. The one thing I love about this method is you're not spamming the market whatsoever. You're literally just finding a deal, and you're searching if it's a deal. And it's very nice, very nice. It's almost Futbin does the searching for you. You just, you observe it and see if there's any good deals. So again, you're just going to go second page. Again, we're going to see if there's any deals. I'll see if I can give you anything live. He sometimes sells at 175. Larson sells at 185. Costa, wow. So what I would do is I would go and click on this Costa and I'll go, okay, when were you updated? You're updated 50 minutes ago. That's annoying because Costa I've actually sold for, I'll show you right now, just how I know what his price is. Costa I have sold, for some reason I haven't really data down, but 210k. So as a result of selling him for 210k, of course, if I'm getting him for 180, that means I'm going to be turning over a 20k profit if I get him. But As I say, the card was updated 15 minutes ago, so it's kind of irrelevant checking. But we'll check for the sake of the video. So Costa, no, again, he kind of goes for about 110. You can see right now his going rate seems to be about 200. Sorry, 210. So what we do, again, we just scroll through these. Veron goes for about 150. Cliver goes for about 200. So again, there's not really any money after tax. John Barnes, I actually picked up a John Barnes this morning for 177. He should sell for hopefully about 200k, which should turn over a nice little 13k profit. Frank Lampard's 200k. Shevchenko. Now, the one thing with these is these prices will fluctuate. This week, they've been nothing but rising, of course, because we've had no promos. But after Foot Birthday, these cards are going to drop. So one thing you do have to bear in mind is the market. We've been very lucky for the last 2 weeks. It's been nothing but rising, which means prices are very safe. But the normal market trend, and again, these will follow the normal market trend of cards will rise probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and the big rises are going to be Thursday. Then depending on the promo, it'll rise Friday if the promo's bad. It'll drop Friday if the promo's good. It'll then rise back up again on the Saturday. Sunday is again normally when it plateaus out / starts dropping again. And then it'll drop Sunday, Monday. So again, that's rise Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Depending on what the promo's like, can rise or drop on a Friday. Then it'll rise on a Saturday. And then it'll drop on a Sunday and a Monday. So do keep that in mind. Obviously, if you get deals on Monday and you can't flip them instantly, don't worry because they're only going to go up. And vice versa, if you're getting like good deals on Thursday, please, make sure to play it safe, you sell them on the Thursday. So we would just go through these players one by one, just seeing if there's any good deals. Again, I'll see if I can give you any like live seeing if there are any deals. Schmeichel goes about 250, so not really any money on that. That's literally tax. I was getting a few Schmeichels at like 225, flipping at 250, so I don't think there was anything too crazy. I think it's like 10k a card if I'm not wrong. He normally goes for about 240, but you can see the market's rising. Sold quite a lot of them at 260. Pirlo, sold Pirlo's at 290, so I mean it's only about 6k profit a card because obviously you got to understand for every 100k there's 5k tax. Just how I work it out. So for example, Pirlo, should we see when that card was updated? Fubin updated this card. So Pirlo, they updated his card, yeah, it was 39 minutes ago, so you're going to see that very, very unlikely there's that 270. So something you got to bear in mind, if the cards are updated that long ago, you're very, very unlikely going to get a deal. So you can still check it if you wish, but more likely than not, there's not actually going to be any good deals on that player as such. But scrolling through right now, Gattuso goes for 315k, so 20k difference, 15k tax, not really the sort of money. Now the profit actually, you want to be looking for the players. You want to be looking for about, honestly, on the cheap ones, like the 100k ones, you can go 5k profit on players. They're probably about 100 to 120, 30. And then obviously players probably 200 and above, you're looking for 10k. You're looking for like 8k plus. If you want to lowball it, you can lowball it. But if you want to play it safe when you're learning, probably about 10k, because it'll give you leeway. Worst comes to worst, you buy a player, there's 10k profit on it. Oh no, the player drops. Oh no, you overbought the player. Well, that means you've got 10k leeway that you could, very easily break even on. And obviously on some of the bigger cards, I'll only look for like 20, 30k profits or more. That's when we're getting to like the like 6, 7, 800k cards. It's a lot of prime icon moments. But yeah, so I haven't really been trading with any cards over 1 million, just because I find these sort of cards get sniped quite a lot. Figo, you could buy 400, flip it at 430. You're going to be turning over a 8.5k profit per card. Quite an easy card to flip on as well. And so on and so on. So you're going to do this. You're going to go through the list every 30 minutes to change that up. What I'd say we do 10-15 minutes of while you're waiting to refresh the filter is you do the old icon sniping method. If you don't know what this is, you basically go icon, you put the maximum bid to the highest you can have without there being 2 cards over an hour. Again, there is a tutorial for this over on the YouTube channel. And again, you're going to keep pressing compare price back out until you see a good deal. And again, this will also help you learn the market, because when you think you see a good deal, you can head over to Futbin, type their name in, let's say Laudrup for example, and then you can be like, so if we can find those Laudrups. I've actually sold a lot of Laudrups at 135, so you go hourly, you go, okay, Laudrup 130, 132, that's not bad, 134, 130, you probably dictate it's coming at about 130, 134, 135, so if I wanted, I could buy that and flip it for it'd only be like 3.5, so nothing too crazy. So hopefully this has helped you with the alt method. Again, I'll do one quick last run through. So again, you're going to head over to Futbin, you're going to go on icons, you're going to sort via any icons, and then you're going to go PlayStation and sort low to high. And once you're on here, you're looking for deals. How are you going to learn what's a deal? You can add the player to your watch list, and when they sell on, you can track the data. You can, just seeing if the last one hasn't sold on yet. You can look at the players' graphs, and again, you'll learn because you're going to consistently be looking at these players, keeping yourself pretty familiar with them. Selling the card buys, again, you're looking at what some of the peaks are. So again, you're going like, okay, 135. 135. Okay, well then I'd sell a Baby Trezeguet for 135. Or you could be a little bit ambitious, go 137, 140, maybe if you have a little bit more coins. But I believe that is going to wrap up the video. So as I say, if you want to go and show a bit of love for the guy, literally show me this method, because this video wouldn't be a thing if you didn't make me aware of it. That is Fut Donkey over on Twitter and Twitch. All his information is free. No Patreons, no Discords. You guys will be very happy to see. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Trying to keep the daily YouTube videos. I think, what have I done, like 3 in a row maybe? Or 2 in a row? Or 2, 4 and 5 days or whatever. I was like, thanks for 50k subs. I'm not really a numbers guy when it comes to, you know, YouTube subs, Twitch follows, like, whatever. You know, I'm never too fussed about the number as such. But thank you very much for that. And yeah, shall see you guys in a brand new video tomorrow.